If you are over 40 and scared to start on YouTube, you need to watch this because it's not too late. There's so many things that can stop us from doing what we want to do, but what I found is sometimes you have to take it back to a different place and time to realize that there's no reason to be scared. I go back to my childhood, me being 42 years old, growing up in the 80s. Our parents were never scared to pick up the camera and record. And I say this saying, they walked around with this huge news channel looking camcorder that was so big, they carried it in a case. I remember it was a strong, sturdy case. But they walked around and they pulled that camera out like it was nothing. You know, and they were never scared. It was a normal thing. Nobody looked at you sideways, and if they did, nobody cared because they were just focused on catching memories. So when you see these videos and memories, it'd be so funny because you're thinking a lot of us don't have dads, but we actually do. They was behind the camera. Our mom was behind the camera, but they was recording, and people were all around, and nobody gave it a second look. Nobody gave it notice. Nobody paid any attention because they didn't care. You have to have an old school mindset when you do this. You got to get in the mindset of who cares? What's somebody going to say? Who going to check you? This is your world. You control what you do. Nobody dictates how you move and how successful or how you get to success. If it means picking up your camera and recording, that's going to make you successful. And you can grind it out that way and get past the insecurities and embarrassment because nobody truly cares. It's definitely like up to you. You know, I never really worried about it too much. But I think when I first started, because it was something so unfamiliar to me. But once I got comfortable, I didn't care what nobody thought. And all I got, even when I did care for a brief moment, people were more curious to know what I was doing. And I would tell them, and 9 times out of 10, well, what's your channel? And they would subscribe and actually follow me and leave comments. And this is on my old channel. But like now I'm talking now, you know, it's like, it's no room for fear because you can't get ahead. You will never start if you always worry about what somebody's going to say or what they're going to think or how they're going to talk about you and criticize you. And they've talked about the best of them, and look where they are. Look at everybody rich right now and how the media and you maybe even yourself in your own home talk about these people. You laugh at these people, their faults and everything else. So put yourself in the same shoes and know that you can be talked about just as well. And the good thing about being talked about, that means you're being seen, you're being noticed. So talk about me. I want you to talk about me. Say something bad about me because it just helps me out. It blows me up, and nowadays it gives me motivation. Use that as motivation to keep going. But you can't be scared to start on this journey if you want to get anywhere with it, because you won't make it if you don't start. That's one thing I can guarantee you. So like I said, if you over 40 years old, pick up that camera, your phone or whatever you got, and just start recording. Tell your life story. Everybody got a story, and there's always somebody that wants to hear it. But get rid of that fear. Fear is of the devil, and we don't move in fear. We move in the light of God. Man, we keep going, we keep pushing, but fear is nothing to us. I'm speaking it right now in your life, so you can keep going. Don't let that hold you back, because you will never get nowhere with anything you want to do if you move in fear. You got to move in God's grace and glory and just keep going and be proud of what you're doing. Like I've said in another video, you don't have to tell people about it, but if you do, I mean, that could be a test to you. Tell somebody that you really don't want to tell. Try that out and keep going. You gotta push past the insecurity any way you see fit. And somebody that says that you're gonna fail, succeed to show them, to prove them wrong. Be a success to prove all these people that think you're gonna fail wrong. Sometimes that's motivation. I use that as motivation. So many people around me think that I can't do nothing. They laugh at this channel. Like, what is he doing? You look like an idiot. But I don't care about that. I'm still grinding it out. And what can they say? Because I've started. A lot of people wish they could do this. They wish they could get on this camera and just talk and be free and say whatever they want. But the fact that we have this outlet and over 40, you got something to say. You've lived. You've done so much. Most people would love to hear about what you got to say. Because, you know, anybody with common sense, you can take everything I say right now and pick apart what you want to keep and throw away the rest. I don't care. But as long as you get some value out of what I'm saying right now, that's all that matters. And somebody get value out of this video. But you have to just go. You have to just encourage yourself sometimes. Look in that mirror and say, man, I'm worth this. Somebody wants to hear what I have to say. I am important. I have a story. I've lived. I've been in trouble. I've been hurt. I've been through trials and tribulations, but I don't stop. I keep going. So, yeah, at 40 plus, I think it's a great idea to start a YouTube channel. And it's exciting because it's a movement right now and everybody wants to hear what they have to say. And younger people are going to start watching us because we can give them so much advice. So many tips and tricks to life. It's going to help them in the long run that they didn't know they needed until they may have ran across your video and they were just feeling discouraged and they couldn't make it. So this isn't just for people over 40. It's mainly for people over 40, but anybody can take something from this. Every time you speak, somebody should learn something from you. If not, stop talking. But like I said, y'all, get on YouTube, man. Start your channel today. And motivate somebody else, encourage somebody else to keep going, and don't let nothing hold you back. Because like I said, fear is of the devil, and we don't live in fear. We live in light. So, yeah, just keep that in mind every time you move and everything you do. And get on here and start today. I want to see y'all channels, man. Let me know in the comments when you start your channel so I can check you out.